Some historical context is necessary in order to understand this case. Years ago, it was an entirely normal part of the business of a firm of solicitors to grant mortgages to people who had property or were looking to purchase property. So in a sense, solicitors' firms were also money lenders because they were often wealthy enough to have the money to lend, but they were also highly trustworthy, being subject to the court's supervision at a time when the finance industry was not well regulated and therefore perhaps not quite as trustworthy. Problem is, of course, as soon as a solicitor lends money to a client, there is immediately the potential for a conflict of interest. The duties that a solicitor has to their client are completely different to the duties that a creditor has to their debtor. And it turns out that the rights of a creditor are different to the rights of a solicitor too. You see, one of a solicitor's rights is the right to what is called a solicitor's lien. That is, a right to keep possession of all the documents in the client's file until the client pays their bill. In this case, Eden mortgaged a property no less than 4 times. Eden's solicitors, Sheffield, lent money as the second mortgagor, and they also drew up 2 of the mortgage deeds for their own lending and one of the other mortgages. Eden then died and left everyone with a mess to sort out. Sheffield, the solicitors, sued to enforce their mortgage, but they also claimed the solicitor's lien over the mortgage document. The Court of Appeal was asked to determine if the lien was valid. Lord Justice James said that the lien was not valid because once the deed was signed, the deed was property of the solicitors as creditors, and you can only have a lien over the client's documents. He said they might have had a claim against their client as mortgagor for their preparation, but when the deeds were executed, they became the deeds of the solicitors. A lien only attaches to documents which are the client's property. It cannot extend to what is the solicitor's own property. This case is very short and somehow still very complicated, but it confirms for us that solicitors do have a lien over the client's documents until their fees are paid.